Hello Sagittarius and welcome to Sincere Tarot. This is your mid-January What Do You Need to Know tarot reading, and your theme is the Three of Wands. So you may be making some moves in a part of your life where you've been planning for a while. You might be moving into new territory, potentially some action steps on a project. So let's see what you need to know for mid-January. So what does Sagittarius need to know for mid-January? All right. Ooh. Haha. Don't laugh, don't laugh, don't laugh. Okay, interesting. All right, so there will be a message coming soon about something that was quite painful, something that in the past, we've got the Three of Swords, there was some sort of a betrayal, but also this could be stress. But this could be a betrayal. I mean, sometimes it's, many people say that this is cheating, but it's not just in romantic. It's someone who potentially stabbed you in the back. But it could also just be that you're not on the same page anymore with someone who you used to get along with. And it's for maybe something that you disagree on, for example, or a thought or an opinion. So someone that you used to be like two peas in a pod, you're not on the same page anymore. Your energy is, you're feeling so hurt. You've been super stressed from all of the cruelty, and you've had a massive wake-up call, like something you can never unsee again, about the final nail in the coffin, the final blow, the final ending to this situation. So I feel like your connection with this person, it could be a friend, lover, family member, colleague, neighbor, whatever, someone you used to really get along with. And to be honest, this whole thing might have happened over the internet, because swords are thoughts, words, but also can be messages, including online messaging and social media, right? Anyways, just the final nail in the coffin. You're absolutely done. You can no longer do this anymore. It's like you've had a revelation, ultimately. And once you've had a revelation about a particular person or situation, you can never truly go back. Get this. They're going to message you in the future and act all innocent. Like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. To be honest, for some of you, you could have given the final blow to them. And even if that's not the case, they may very well feel that way. They may feel that you're the one who's hurt them. Both of you, regardless, feel very, very hurt. And both of you have had a huge wake-up call about the connection. Most especially you see them in a way that you never have seen them before. You might even look at them as weak. Like you're the one who made more of an effort, potentially. We're just talking about perspective here, okay? Not necessarily objective truth. Anyways, the outcome, we've got the Hanged Man. So it looks like if you live with this person, or if you work with this person, or if you're in the same friendship group as this person, for example, there's nothing that either of you can do for the time being to completely end this connection. So there's a feeling of stuckness. Stuck in a situation, for example, some of you might have a shared contract for a home together, like no one's physically going anywhere. But you know, this isn't necessarily a bad thing, because this is allowing you to see the fallout from a different perspective. Sometimes, for example, when someone is in a relationship, like a romantic relationship with someone else, and they physically exit too soon, they haven't really had the time to energetically truly end the relationship, and then they get back together. You know people who, break up and make up and break up and make up, right? But so even though you can't physically change the situation yet, it is going to allow you to be a lot more flexible in your mind, see things from a different perspective, gain enlightenment, and really see this whole situation, and especially this person or organization, it could be an organization, for what it really is. And it could be a project, but I feel something to do with communication potentially. Anyways, yeah, they're going to come back to you and be like, hey, they're going to be sending you a message in the future. Hey, remember that thing I said? I didn't mean it. Hey, let's try this again. Hey, let's have a new start. Yeah. You are going to be looking elsewhere. You're not going to be interested. It's not like you're necessarily going to, you're going to be immovable. There's no way like this relationship, it's not completely over, but the way that it used to be has completely flipped. And yeah, there's going to be no pushing you. It's almost like energetically you don't have a choice. So I feel like you are going to be planning for a new direction, a new future, okay? Let's get some clarification cards, then we'll do advice cards to get the best case scenario for you. All right, advice for Sagittarius for this situation, please and thank you. So interesting. Sorry. This person, oh my gosh, yeah. Oh, anyways, okay, so in the past, in the background, we've got the Two of Swords. So I feel like there had been like a lot of tension in the past and a lot of things left unsaid. And I think a lot of let's agree to disagree. And that actually dragged this whole situation out a lot longer than it would have normally otherwise. But I don't really feel that there was real resolution with differences and things like that. And now the cat's out of the bag and you're seeing this relationship for what it is. And by the way, and like I said, it could be an organization. Anyways, but the success or indicator of success of a relationship is not how long it's lasted, it's the quality. So I feel like this relationship has been dragged out. So there's a bit more quantity than quality. Anyways, you are absolutely disappointed. You're feeling very hurt, very let down. Like this person is not, like this relationship, this connection has not fulfilled you nearly in the way that you emotionally needed it to be. They may have said something stupid. They may have done something stupid without thinking. And that might be the final blow. And they know it. Like even if they may not admit it on the surface, because this is the perspective of spirit, right? Anyways, they may not admit it, but like they know they messed up. They know, and they're all flicking their wounds. Poor me, woe is me. Anyways, both of you are super disappointed because there used to be a lot of happiness, joy, love, affection, caring, mutual affection, all of that, and it's gone. And that's what both of you, but especially you, have really woken up to. You see this connection for what it is, and it is, you know, I don't even see in the recent past that it was good. I see in the recent past it was a lot of biting your tongues, or just not talking about things. Like, and seriously think about it. How insane is it, like in general, that so many people don't talk about things that are super important? And I feel like that's hopefully a lesson that you're learning for this connection, because it's not sustainable in the long run, as you are finding out. Okay, so you are seriously just ready to be single, take care of yourself. I feel like this might be a really good planning stage about how to be independent, you know, just with regular physical things, living by yourself, working on your own, like getting your own income and having your own community and everything that you need for a stable life and be independent. That's what you are planning on. I don't see any huge action steps in that direction yet, but you might be kind of dipping your toes in the water in that regard. They're going to approach you in the future with a message about, you know, we have like you guys have this deep spiritual connection, and people can have that and also be enemies. Okay, I'm just saying, like, just because someone, like everyone that we meet on this planet, we have a spiritual connection with. Okay, like, come on. Anyways, the point is they are going to send a message in the future of love, caring, affection. You complete them. They're nothing, like you want to have a family and a life, and like that's the message they're going to send, essentially. Things are different, but the thing is, look at this. This page, which is aspecting them, is very childlike. So I feel like their intentions are true, but they're so naive and so immature spiritually that it's just, I'm not saying it won't happen, but I don't necessarily see huge actual changes. Like they're genuinely like a child, and that's probably why they're aspected by the Fool as well, like just so naive, potentially say things without thinking and all of that. And you are realizing that you need so much more when it comes to love and connection. And I think you're going to be a lot more proactive in making sure that you get the love that you know you deserve. And I think if this is something to do with work, you are going to want a solid contract or a raise or a promotion. If this is a romantic relationship, you are going to want real commitment, a ring on that finger, marriage, you know, just something that is much more committed. If it's a place to stay, you want to own that home or have like a long-term contract, right? You are needing commitment, you are needing security no matter what. You need that secure connection, and you want to, for at least the time being, be able to do that independently on your own. Okay, what's the thing that they said or did? I just want to know. Well, they were drinking. So they might have been under the influence of a particular substance when they said it. It might have been something that like they told someone else when they were under the influence or not. And then it got back to you about a third person. You may have learned about a third person. They may have let it slip by like, if they had been trying to hide something from you, like it was because of their foolishness that they allowed it to slip. And it also could have been, they may have been hiding a particular like addiction, substance abuse problem, potentially, okay? Let's get some advice so you can get the best situation ever out of this. All right, so advice specifically for this situation for Sagittarius for mid-January 2021. All right, lots of advice here. Okay, so the first advice card, we have got the 5 of Wands, walk away from drama. And also I feel like there might be a whole bunch of other people involved that don't need to be involved. Literally just walk away. Know that this drama is temporary, but yeah, just do your best to not get any more involved than possible. People are wanting to add fuel to the fire, but this could also represent what's going in your mind as well. So whatever you need to do to chill out, to kind of calm all of those thoughts, because I see a lot of contradicting thoughts. But yeah, if other people are involved, seriously, just block, ignore, nothing to do with them. Second advice card, we've got the 2 of Cups. With relationships or commitments with, you know, whether it's, you know, a work contract to a romantic partner, a friendship, whatever, it needs to be equal give and take. There needs to be equal power to really know one another. And I feel that likely that means that if this wasn't equal, it wasn't equal at all. Anyways, the third advice card, we've got the 9 of Wands. There's going to be like one more thing to be prepared for. So just get all of your, like one last battle, but you've got this. The universe has your back. You're super tough. It's a minor arcana, so it's not going to be like the biggest, but just to be prepared for what's coming. Even if you think nothing's coming, it's coming, okay? The final advice card, we've got the 8 of Cups. So think about what's really important for you in the long run, what's emotionally fulfilling, because if there's not an emotional depth and a connection with a relationship or with a job or a creative project or whatever this is meaning for you, you know, it's just not going to last. Otherwise, it's just going to be the same thing over and over. If you'd like a private reading, send me an email or check out my website. That is all in the description below. You can also follow me on social media. Thanks to everyone who's liked, shared, subscribed, hit the notification bell so you never miss a video, because I do monthly and mid-monthly videos. Comments about how this reading's resonated with you. I love reading all your comments. And if you're still here, secret bonus card. The Sun, the good life is coming. This needed to be cleared away so you could get the good life, because that is what you deserve. You are on your way to the good life. And sometimes it means things need to be torn away that don't work. This was like an anchor or a weight that was just dragging you down. Once you're through this, you will get to the good life that you deserve. You deserve all the happiness, and that's what's coming. All right, have a great month. Bye.